Hello YouTube. As you can see, I have a brand new pistol unboxing to show you. Just acquired this yesterday from a local gun store, state chain, Palmetto State Armory. This, I've actually opened the box and read the instructions and yada yada yada, but I want to show you something peculiar I found with it. But I would like to show you the new pistol I got. It is the Smith & Wesson M&P Pro 9mm C.O.R.E. competition optic ready equipment, and it is the 5-inch model, so you can see there, 5-inch. Do safety check, drop the magazine, it's empty. Slide back, nothing in the chamber. Okay. I've tested the trigger. I have not fired this yet. It's still got the shipping preservatives in it. I'm going to clean it first. It has about a 4.5 pound trigger measured at the tip with my Wheeler gauge. You just have to trust me. I'm not sure I can show you on camera what that is. One of the interesting things about this particular pistol is when you go to the gun store, and this gun store, thankfully, and this is something to note, allows you to dry fire. So that they handed, and they had exactly what I wanted. They had several in stock, and they had them on sale for 10% off. So I think I got a really good deal on this pistol, about $648 out the door with tax. So they let you dry fire it, function check, clear, safety, point in safe direction, bang. That's about a 4.5 pound trigger. Factory take up, noticeable. So I always want to, in competition, since I shoot in competition, check the reset. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you my trusty Glock 17 reset. So function check, no magazine, nothing in the chamber. Alright, similar, take up and press. So here's the reset. Listen carefully, watch. Now, you're not going to hear that during competition because you're going to have earmuffs, but you will feel it, and I do feel it. And that's how I sense where it is the feel. Once more, got the click. And I understand completely how this occurs. I've taken all the armor classes for Glock and so forth. I don't know the same about Smith & Wesson other than they do have a slightly different, even though it is a striker-fired pistol, they have a slightly different mechanism. So, pistol cocked, we just safety checked it. Okay, it's dead trigger. Cock it. Bang. Slide goes back. Now, if you do any research online, you'll find that the Smith & Wesson M&Ps don't have the same audible or tactile reset as the Glocks. They do make some aftermarket parts. Apex Triggers makes a RAM device, which is a reset assist mechanism. It's a little pin and spring. You can look it up on the internet. They said it doesn't work in all pistols if it has a safety and some later models. So I'm thinking maybe I got a later model because listen to this. Very audible reset. Audible and tactile reset. Once again. Audible and I can feel it. Once again. Now, what's peculiar about that? This was the display gun. So I said, yep, set me up. They go back to the warehouse and get a brand new unopened box, present it to me to inspect and check, and I did. Of course, I can't show you this, but I did a normal, rack, safety check, magazine check, pull the trigger, cock it again, and when I released it, and of course I can't show you on this, but when I released the trigger, I got nothing. I got no tactile, no audible trigger reset on the brand new never opened gun. So I asked the store counterman, I said, check the difference between these two guns. And he he said he missed it for he couldn't tell, and I'm assuming he's an experienced guy who's handled all the guns. He said, that's really interesting. He says, would you rather have the display gun? I says, you're darn right I would. Wrap that baby up. So they've got the case for the display gun. Everything was there. So in true unboxing fashion, I'll show you what you get. 2 magazines, and you get, there are 3 palm swells. The small one typically comes on the gun. This is medium. And then the large has a little beaver tail adapter. I'm going for the small. That fits my hand best. One of the things is just with my normal grip, I can release the magazine. On a Glock, I have to put the extended. I can reach it, but I had to put an extended magazine release in order to do that same action. So I like that about the Smith pistol. I'm going to be getting an extra mag or 2. So these are useful only for resale, which I probably never will. In addition, since this is the C.O.R.E model, you get a bag of adapter plates and screws. And you'll want to check that you get everything you're supposed to get, which is 5 different of these adapter plates. And one of them doesn't have this little shelf. And they just have a number on them, just types 1 through 5. And you want to look in the back of your instruction manual is the C.O.R.E page. So these are the various types of red dots and the various plates that go with each one. And then there's 4 sets of different screws. Notice if you get the Trijicon, you got to use the screws that come with it, which is interesting. So make sure you have all, well, let me do this here on camera. So there's that type of screw, and little shorter ones that go over here. Where's that other one? In here. And then you have little shouldered chamfer headed screws